Are you wondering how much you need to retire? There are two important questions you'll want to ask. I'm going to share them with you in this video. Hi, I'm Camille Gaines. I'm a financial coach, founder of financialwoman.com, and a personal finance author. A lot of people think that when they're ready to figure out how much they'll need to retire, they need to start doing all kinds of research and looking at calculators and gather all kinds of financial data. That's important, and that will come later. But there are two questions I'm going to encourage you to ask yourself before you get started delving into the numbers. The very first question is so simple, yet it's foundational in figuring out how much money you'll need to retire. And that is simply, what lifestyle do I want to live? What is it that you want? So many of us live with trying to have what is expected from society or from our families or something else other than what's in our heart about what we really want. So what I would ask you is, what is it that you really want? Let me give you an example. I love nice things. I love travel. I've done a lot of really, really amazing things in my life. But when it came down to figuring out what it is I really, really enjoy, even when I travel, I love sitting outside on a beautiful day, and I love reading, and I love being near water. None of those things really cost that much money. I can go rent a kayak on Town Lake in downtown Austin, which I often do, and go kayaking versus going out on our boat, which we sold, which was fine because I honestly enjoyed kayaking just as much. So I love beautiful weather. I love beautiful days. That costs nothing. It's simply going outside. I can do that anywhere and relaxing. I've got a hammock. I've got a screened porch on the back, and I can go relax there. I'm in heaven. It's fantastic. And I love reading. I love research. That's something that I really enjoy. I love walking in the woods. I love hiking. I can do that right in my neighborhood. So none of that costs money, I realized all of a sudden. So it was a big aha for me to say, what is it that I really, really enjoy doing? Those are some of my very, very favorite things to do. Of course, I enjoy some other things that cost more, but honestly, these are my favorite things to do. So what is it that you really enjoy doing? What kind of lifestyle do you want? Do you want to live in the country in a paid-for farmhouse, which really appeals to me, honestly, now at this point in my life? Or do you want to live in a city that's more expensive? Or do you want to have a really big house where all your family can stay? What is it that you want? And so once you answer those questions about what it is you want in your life and what you want to be doing, and with a significant other, if there is one, then you'll have the information that you need in order to put some numbers around that about how much income you'll need every month. And once you have that, then you can start working on how much money you need in your investment account to generate that income. Now, question number 2 is, do I want to live off of my investment income, or do I want to live off of my investments? Those are two different things. They sound very similar. Let me explain. If you have money in an investment account, and say that you have $1 million, let's use a nice round number, $1,200,000, and it's in an investment account that's returning 8% a year, but it's not growing by 8% a year. It's paying you income of 8% a year. It's invested in a little higher income producing investments like maybe master limited partnerships, which are MLPs, or maybe you have it in some real estate rental properties, or maybe you have it in some higher yielding stocks or bonds. And overall, it's yielding 8%. And so that is paying income out from that investment account. It's not growth, it's income. So in that scenario, the return on that $1,200,000 portfolio would be about $8,000 a month. On the other hand, let's say that you are invested in some sort of maybe stock that is lower yielding from the dividends. They're maybe 2%, which would not be at all unusual right now. That's about where we are, not quite that high. But say that your return is, the income return that you're getting from that is about 2%, or let's say overall it's 4%, okay? So you're going to get about half that amount, about $4,000 a month. So in that scenario, you would need to pull money out of your investment account in order to live if you needed that $8,000 a month that you've decided that you need. So The difference is, in one, your investment account is generating that $8,000 a month. It's generating that in income. In the other scenario, it's generating some income and you're using that to live, but you're also pulling money out of your investment account. You're taking the money out that you once put in to grow. You're starting to live off that. That's the traditional retirement paradigm. That is what the retirement plan is sort of built around, is withdrawing that money so that you can live off of it. But some people have others to support during their lifetime or after their lifetime, so they don't want to deplete their investment account. Or maybe they're worried that if they deplete their investment account, it doesn't feel right. They don't want to spend down that investment account. They don't want to spend that money. It doesn't feel good to spend their savings, their lifetime savings. So in that case, they may want to live off of their investment income. So those are the two different scenarios with regard to how your money will come from your investments once you do decide to retire. So again, to summarize, those two questions are, what is the lifestyle I want? Defining that will help you determine how much income you want every month. And then the second question is, do I want to have my income come from my investment accounts, or do I want my income to come from income that is generated by my investment accounts? And in that scenario, that $1,200,000 that I gave in that simple example would stay the same. That money would still be there. It might fluctuate in value, and it would fluctuate in value. Let's face it, if it's in stocks and bonds and real estate, it's going to go up and down in value, but it's generating that income of $8,000 a month. Or are you okay with pulling that money out of that account and maybe going for a little bit lower income return? So that's what I want to share with you, those two important questions. I hope you found this helpful and not too complex. If you did like it, then please be sure to let me know by clicking the thumbs up button. Let me know if you have any questions about this in the comments below. And subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see the other videos where I'm talking about this same topic and other topics that are related to money. Thanks so much for watching.